Dear fellow survivors of an aortic dissection, I am writing to you with a heart full of empathy and understanding as someone who has overcome the challenges of an aortic dissection. I want you to know that you are not alone on this journey, and I am here to offer words of encouragement and hope. I am a paralegal, I am a mom, and before the dissection I had just gotten married, so I was a relatively new wife. In December of 2021, I had just gotten to work, getting myself settled. I had taken a drink and I could feel that the water wasn't going down. I thought I was going to be choking. I felt 2 immediate stabs in my chest and knew that it was something more serious than choking, and called for help. And immediately paramedics were there, and then I was rushed to Hoag.
In December 2021, our hospital system was stretched beyond the limit due to the pandemic, and unfortunately Heather came during quite a busy time. I was busy operating.
There was not an OR or a surgeon available immediately.
As soon as I got the call, I said, this patient needs to go to the operating room as soon as possible.
I remember they kept having to poke me in the back, which I now know they were draining fluid out of my heart sac. When I realized it was an aortic dissection, they kept saying that, and I had no idea what that meant.
When an aortic dissection occurs, the main pipe from the heart, the aorta, tears. Blood rushes through that tear and splits the layers, and as a result, blood goes to multiple places throughout the aorta. An aortic dissection needs to be treated immediately because it's life-threatening.
And I know that they were working frantically to find an OR.
Our staff mobilized. This is a team sport, and we got her in.
And from that point, I don't really remember anything. The emotional recovery from an aortic dissection can be strenuous.
A dissection is a catastrophic event, and it's a life-changing event. People get very paranoid about symptoms that they experience, because what if this is another tear or dissection of my aorta? And so it's very common for people to have a lot of emotional stress from any type of symptom.
It takes a lot to get over that. Coming so close to death, and then realizing that you've been given a second chance, and what are you going to do with that second chance? I heard about the aortic survivor group from Rita Weiss at the Matranga Aortic Center.
I met Heather first in the ER and quickly formed a bond with her, and she has been very involved in the aortic dissection support group and really helps the new patients feel at home, feel welcome. She's so positive. She makes people comfortable sharing their feelings. So Heather's been such a great asset to the group.
We talk about anything that anybody wants to talk about. It's whatever questions anybody has about what's happened to them, they can bring it to the table, and we can all chime in and give them an answer.
It helps to know that they're not alone, that there are many other people who have experienced this, and they can talk about things that have helped them process this.
It's terrifying to go through something like this, and just the comfort of being with fellow survivors is amazing.
In the beginning was very emotional, but now she talks about it with confidence and loves to share her story, and you can see how she's healed.
There are so many people at Hoag that I am grateful for that saved my life, from arriving at the emergency room to the radiology department, the OR teams, all the nurses, and then once I was released, I still was part of it with the cardiac rehab nurses. I have nothing but the utmost gratitude for Dr. Lee. He saved my life. He's an amazing human being. He went back to back from one surgery right into the other one without any thought of himself. It was a team effort by everyone, and I can't thank them enough. My words aren't enough. Please know that you are not alone on this journey. Many individuals have faced and conquered the challenge of an aortic dissection, and you are now part of this resilient community. My name is Heather Lendrum, and I am a grateful Hoag Aortic Dissection survivor.